Great day, amazing souls. How are you feeling? So, today I come with a different one. Um, I heard something about something that's happening in some places, and it's a lot of the individuals that know about it is like kind of shocked, right? And I was on the phone with my brother earlier, and we were talking about. Well, he said something that referenced black and white people. And my response was, have you ever played a game and you didn't know the rules? Well, welcome to the Matrix. So, you know, the thing is, a lot of individuals try to make it about a black and white thing, right? And it's the separation that these entities are placing on the people, right? It's not about color. They're, these are distractions to keep people off the bigger picture. One, two, three. These are the steps that they take to get people to stay in conflict with one another's, with themselves, right? Excuse me. So, one of the things that prompted me to comment, have you ever played a game and didn't know the rules, was we were talking about the whole justice situation, courts and all, right? The thing is, have you ever walked into a courtroom? And this was what was said, and that was why I responded the way I did. People, oh no, it started off with actors and actresses, right? Not having proper representation. So black people have to do things that white people don't have to do. Two. And I said that's quite the contrary. Is a whole agenda behind the way things are, and I'm not going to get into it here. However, they have systems in place to keep a masses dumb or in low vibration or in conflict with themselves for them not to know who they are, right? And say you walk into a courtroom, right? People don't even know they don't have to walk into a courtroom. It's called a court for a reason. And the court is played on the paper. That is the court. So the thing is, when we know our power, when we know the rules of engagement, we know how to play the game. We cannot we cannot play a game of chess and we don't know how to play. Not even with the simplest rules. We can't play. It's a beginning for us to learn, right? We have to be willing to play the game. But we can't give up and say, oh, well, you know, I can't do this because it, such and such. The thing is, people don't even put up a fight. Make it seem like they want to play the game. They just give up so easily. And that's not the point of the game. Your soul came here to play the game. Your soul came here to learn the game. Your soul came here to expand. It doesn't want to stay depressed and down and outcast, right? At what point do we grow up, mature? Did you know that the law's definition of maturity is when one can take care of his own affairs, one can speak for himself? Look it up. That is the meaning of maturity. Maturity does not mean the age of 18 or the age of 21 or any age for that matter. If you can prove, and this is not to promote it, if you can prove that you're beyond a particular, and think about it like this, if a 15 or 16-year-old can emancipate themselves, at this point they're grown, right? According to their codes and statutes and whatever, then can't you buy something from the liquor store? I mean, what sense does it? You can say that you're grown, but you can't do the things that grown people do. That don't make sense, right? So this is what I'm saying. When we know the rules, we know how to play the game. And that's the thing. We have to get to know the rules of the game. A lot of us are not willing to learn the rules. And the thing is, we need to stop allowing other people to make the rules for us. Look at these dragonflies, y'all. They're just swarming. We, as sovereign 555, we as sovereign beings, we have power. Remember the Wizard of Oz? We have the power has been with us all along. We don't have to give our power away to nothing and no one. They don't make these movies just for entertainment. We look at them as entertainment. They have to tell us what's going on, and they do that through these movies, through these TVs. And that's why I just stopped really giving my attention to certain things, because if I'm not understanding it on a intricate level, a deeper level, I don't want to indulge. I was having a conversation with someone last night, and they said to me, you know, out of I have to. They were saying that they have to speak about certain things on certain platforms and what. And I said, no, it was about arguing. And I said, I don't argue with anyone anymore. I stop. I say what I say, and I leave the rest. Right. The thing is, I don't have to tell anyone anything. I can say what I'm saying and plant that seed and know that it'll be watered in the way that God intends it to be watered, right? You don't have to go back and forth with anyone. I'm not about to sit there and convince anyone of anything. Now, if you have a question, I will answer that question. But I'm also using discernment when answering certain questions, because not everybody wants to know. Some individuals just want to be a mockery and try to find a way to, you know, how my dad used to stay still, kill, and destroy. But yeah, that's what I got for you today. I love you. I love me. I love us. I love we. Stay up. Stay grounded. Only thing you need is your source energy, whatever that may be. And pay close attention to that, because people are out to rob you of your pure divine essence. Peace.